Here it is.
Welcome, folks, to the after party. This is season 3, episode 16, or after season 3, episode 16 of our Starfinder show. This is going to be pretty spoiler heavy, I expect. So if you have not seen episode 16, Trap Found, you will be very disappointed. Please stop listening. Come back after. All right. With the whole Rye being dead thing, Patrick and I had officially planned it before Oda Shen's party. This isn't a retcon.
Okay.
All right. I gave you 2 opportunities to catch on as to like something weird was going on, and you figured it out when I blew the dude's face off. You all called it.
Oh yeah.
But you didn't push it, which I appreciate.
We gotta keep, the viewer narrative going.
To be fair,
if it worked out, it was going to be Rye.
No,
it was never Rye. I needed this mission for your weapons.
So I left.
We all made a mistake by choosing this mission.
No, I left it open for Rye to actually be dead, because I didn't want it to be too cliche to have the comic book comeback. But I think this works out better.
I like it better this way.
And I thought it would be a good moment, even if it was half expected, because we carried on for a very long time to really sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't actually sure whether or not I'd come back to Rye or not until a few weeks ago, a few sessions ago, is when I finally made the call to jump back in as Rye.
Once he was assuredly not going to be Cybernaut Rex the entire time.
Basically, Rye was Schrodinger's Lashunta for the past few months.
I like it because I missed. I give Rye shit, but I missed Rye.
I haven't been following. Every time Justin was like, "Man, I wish we still had Rye," or "I miss Rye," I'm just like, "Yeah, man, that sucks." And then I love in the party prep, like what we do before we get into the episode. You guys are all like, "Well, we have to kill the German scientist. Like, maybe they'll give us a bonus. Like, we have to kill him." And then Justin goes, "You know what? Oh, was it Chris or Justin? I'm sorry, you guys are the same."
I think it was Chris.
It might have been Chris. It was like, you know what? By that logic, I think we actually have to kill Patrick. And I'm like, yes. Exactly. That is exactly it.
So I'm not going to lie. I was very nervous when Chris rolled so high to hold on to his gun.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought
the thing that was happening was a missile going through that window.
Honestly, Dustin, I was hoping that you'd say like, okay, you held on, but because the bracelets are what's tied to the magnet, you can't use it. I was hoping for that, but you didn't say it. So I'm just waiting for him to say, I see him, I shoot.
Everyone could tell I was setting up for something because no one said jack, and I was doing a really not kosher move with locking everyone down in a room. So thanks, guys, for accepting my really crappy GM fiat.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. I would never do that to you.
You would have given us an action before. You
would have had stakes. There would have at least been some rolling, but I was going for pure narrative to get Rye back. There was technically all the other scientists were going to goad you guys a little bit more, so you weren't going to feel bad that they're all dead, and they're all cut in half. They're real dead. But
how does Rye feel about that?
Well,
I didn't have an opportunity to do it, but I was literally saving all of my friends' lives.
Well, there's another thing to it.
A friend.
He's been with them for over a month, and I will talk about this a little bit more in character. I think they are all, even the nice little sylph, crazy sadistic, and they've killed many people coming through. When Rye got here, he's been slowly collecting the bodies, which they've been pissed that he hasn't been giving them, because he gets them if he can. He resuscitates them, and he's got a small reserve force of like extra troops that'll add to your military. Again, super drop in the bucket at that point. But there's a whole canonical thing of Rye's been here for a while, and he's been saving people for as long as he can. If any of you died during the traps, you would have fallen through the floor as disposal and been resuscitated. Again, that could have been still dismembered and injured and changed, but like no one was dying in this trap sesh because Rye had their back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Also,
I know my German is terrible, but I was happy with how good that
way
came
better.
out.
Oh, that was great. Yeah,
I was okay with this entire scenario up until
Is Jen
Nikolai having to die, Jeez, come on, guys.
Miller's
I actually
field.
forgot. Patrick has been joking about that since he died, basically. Because again, that was always
God
the
damn
plan.
it,
Was
Pat.
he was going to be like his best friend that he made while he was setting up for the concert or whatever he was setting up for.
Yeah, you guys killed literally my best friend outside of the party.
Basically,
He was a kid that I took under my wing to train him in the arts of acting. He was a fantastic thespian, and he was going to go on to do really, really, really good things. He is
Opposites.
as I think I've hinted at strongly. I am not aware that he is dead. I am certainly not aware that people think that Rye is dead. And I am not aware that I have been so deep undercover that I've been in this bunker with no outside contact whatsoever. I got my orders. I came here and I've been here ever since without a podcast or anything.
So
let's
what
just say he got into
everybody have an immediate response for the fact that they didn't tell us Rye was undercover?
Oh, you guys haven't seen the Vermilion Blur since, and he's been out of contact.
That's true.
It was an express mission that the Vermilion Blur, again, we'll talk about this a little bit more next Starfinder episode, but it was an express mission that the Vermilion Blur got, and it was time sensitive because they needed to replace the scientist on the way to the R&D station, which I already alluded to. And the fact that this other scientist showed up and took over the show, again, this has all been alluded to, but it was super, super time sensitive, and it did require a strict degree of secrecy, because the Blue Star Corporation has connections everywhere. So
yeah, to be completely honest, I'm not sure how many people in the organization actually know, because I don't know whether they would. I'm not sure how they would normally handle something like the public outcry of Rye being dead and then coming back. I don't know how that's going to be handled.
I mean, it works in our favor too, because
it does.
100%.
It works
if Rye comes back.
Well, he's a martyr.
Take it as propaganda.
Exactly. That is the
answer.
Oh, yeah, they're going to take it as, oh, he's dead. We totally fixed that problem, and then suckers, I'm here.
And the best part, Miller's no longer the face.
The face.
He was the face.
Well, he did have to step up. Dren was.
As I point at the.
Dren has legal issues.
I mean, who would you want? Who else would you want as the face? I mean, you want Seeker up there talking to people. You want Dren up there. You want Zero up there.
Zero was also the face.
Oh, wow, Rye really can be the only one.
Yeah.
Zero actually can't show up on the cameras.
Yeah.
Remember the entire, Patrick, not argument, but just like point of Rye is the only good character in the party.
That's true. He had been at one point in time. You guys were all trash monsters.
They weren't straight murder hobos, but I will say they weren't scrupulous with their morals. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, they weren't that great.
Zero followed the majority. Unfortunately, the majority was unscrupulous.
Yeah.
Seeker was an assassin. Dren's a pirate. Miller's got no excuse.
Miller's a businessman. He was making business decisions.
Well, no, it's okay because I have pirated other pirates. So.
Actually, Miller,
pirate, yeah.
If I remember correctly, Miller was until mid-late game. Miller was relatively sound and with it, and was kind of Rye's backup for being sane. And then I think something happened, and you kind of lost it.
Yeah.
It was the pistol incident unhinged Miller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Or the pie style.
Pie style. Yes, pie style.
It's a different dialect.
I said it multiple times.
Yeah.
That's a Patrick level whoosh.
Yep.
To miss it for that many episodes.
Defending it, just it happened.
Yeah, it definitely happened. I even wrote it on my
Oh God.
Yeah.
It even makes sense phonetically because it's Pyramid Station Alpha Pistol.
Yep.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris. Welcome to Never Split the Pantry. What are we doing today?
Ooh, yeah, don't split that pantry.
That'd actually be like a fun mini session. That's our new cooking show. Never Split the Pantry.
Cooking show, Never Split the Pantry.
That's Rye's.
I would love to do.
What do you mean Rye's cooking show?
That is Rye's.
Guess who was on a cooking show?
Yeah, but that wasn't Never Split the Pantry.
Seeker was on the cooking show. Rye wasn't on a cooking show. That was me.
I really have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna bounce.
Peace.
Bye, buddy.
Later,
I
Chris.
took tomorrow off, so I can actually hang out.
Happy pooping.
Yeah, that's good timing then. So that was another reason why I wanted to. So I know the session wasn't super exciting up until the end, but I didn't want to not have Dren present or Nick more. So I wanted Nick to be there. It felt wrong revealing Rye without Nick.
I think it could have actually been
That makes
great
sense.
because Nick comes back and he has no chance of being the captain.
I
mean, he didn't anyways, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't
but
have
it'd be
done.
official.
I wouldn't have done the reveal. I would have stretched the traps out further, but I had no reason to stretch the traps out further. There just wasn't any value to it. So I just I figured
I
we'd
definitely
get through...
did enjoy being here for that more than
Yes.
coming back and being, oh, okay.
That being said, I think all the traps I figured out were pretty good. I pulled most of them off of Reddit, and then I just twisted them to make more sense for us. And
I thought they were fun.
Again, I removed most of the answers because I prefer most things to make you guys really think about it. Like Rex pulling off bars. I didn't expect that shit, but that was pretty clever. I figured you would have just rolled through and had the moral issue of you did it, you killed a dude, and then when you got there, it'd have been a little bit better because he would have still been alive.
So I was thinking as you were like, I don't know what, like Seeker would have done this, blah blah blah, and he would have been done in like an instant. I'm like, Dren would have just
also been done
trudged
in an instant.
through.
Yeah.
And then if Rye is like the overseer of this entire operation and I did that,
You'd be so screwed.
Oh, good call. I hadn't even thought about that. God,
You
that would
would
have
be
been really
so
bad.
Oh, that would have been great.
just been like,
oh,
yep,
man.
drop him. He's
Steve
dead.
wouldn't have said the answer. That fire would've-
Seeker. Oh, sorry, Michael, keep going.
no, I was just saying that Steve wouldn't have said the answer at the end.
There was a inscription, like he had carved something in, is what the facade was, of Steve was here. So all you had to do was read it out loud. I had a backup. The Medusa one, the only solution was literally block its line of sight.
Yeah.
Originally I was gonna have you guys all go through them together, but I realized I was making tight ones, so I didn't want to do that. But had I had you all go through them together, if any of you had been stoned or petrified,
Oh, I was like,
I'm
well,
stoned all the
what
time.
would
Justin's
that
always
say about
my bad.
Dren?
Yeah.
petrified, you would have blocked line of sight to the original statue, and that would have been a bonus way to get the key. And then hopefully that would have triggered you to realize just cover its face. As soon as it can't see, you don't turn into stone anymore. Which again isn't how Medusa gaze works, but it was a petrified Medusa.
Also, technically, just walking in front of it would have stopped it.
Well, I'm going with like it had multiple snakes that came above.
Okay.
So I fudged it a little. But again, had you been stone, you're not moving and shifting, and yeah, whatever. It wasn't like a super scientific version.
I like the puzzle. I had fun with it. Obviously
the one you guys
got it pretty
didn't
quick,
get
but
that I don't think you could have actually solved was it had a series of locks that you had to pick, but each of them had a text in a different language around them that said if it should be locked or unlocked. And if you did any of them wrong, really bad things happened. Like every time you opened the one that should have been locked, it would have exploded or something violent. And none of you speak enough languages. Even with Miller's list, he didn't have enough.
I have comprehend languages as a spell.
All right. So you personally would have got through that. I didn't have a magical hack for that one. Had you done that, you'd have gotten through so fast. So I'm glad you didn't roll for that.
Me too. The Medusa one was more fun.
And the Medusa one wasn't difficult, but had you been petrified, with you being the only person in the room, I basically you would have just been out. You would have been dead, and that wasn't a fun way to do it. So I'm glad you made your save. I still would have done it for fun, for me. But I am glad you were.
Well,
able to
this was supposed to be a super challenging campaign anyway.
Yeah.
Well, the end of it was supposed to be, but as I'm getting to it, I find that we're telling more of a story. And now that I'm going to be honest with you, and folks in chat can I guess hear this a little early. We're ramping right into the last mission. It's a multi-tier mission, Mass Effect style.
So are we not going to do the zero stuff?
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
I have to do the zero stuff. We'll do it on the way, and I can make it make sense. Technically, the items that you're supposed to get in the zero mission will help you guys. So we'll just fast forward to that. I'll make it a thing. It has its own thing. But yes, we do need to do the zero stuff. Thank you. I would have totally missed it.
Yeah, I kind of need that too, because that's part of my thing.
Nope, you're totally right. The zero stuff will come first. That's no more than an episode or two, and then we're going to ramp right into the end, which it depends on how fast you get. The first part is an epic mech battle, and then the next part is the final boss battle. So it's like a 2-tier final mission. But the stuff that we get from the Zero stuff will help with that. Actually, a lot. I think I might slightly fudge the rewards you can get from Zero if you guys ace it. The fun thing about Zeros is there's degrees of success.
Ooh.
And depending on who cares, some of you may be happier than others.
That sounds like fun.
But some people will be happier than others for what reason?
Depending on how the Zero mission goes. I'll be honest, the Zero mission isn't supposed to be complicated. It'll take an episode. But it's more like the moral quandary role-playing issues, not so much the shooty traps protected kind of thing.
I like those, so that's fun.
I assume the answer is the Zero decide to take on all of the memories of former Zero.
You may have identified one of the solutions. Yes.
And if he does that, does he become the epic 20 level 20 character? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, we're all dead.
There's a number of things I would leave for that. However, if you did that, you would be a very high level character that has no compunction to help this party at all. In fact, you would be direct opposition to the Seeker. So it would actually become Zero versus the party, which is actually what I had for our original Pathfinder campaign. It was Einkill versus the party that we never actually did. So that is technically a thing you can do.
Yeah, we never did finish that, did we?
No.
Meanwhile, I was trying to be the bad guy. I was like, I want to be the end boss. No, you can't, because we already have somebody else as the end boss.
You were going to have the option to join Einkill.
Yeah.
And you would have gotten demigod status.
I'm going to be right back. I really need to pee.
Go for it.
He's going to miss.
He's going to come back, and he's going to be the only one in the chat room. So I guess my question to myself is, how long will it take for Rye to lose the German accent?
I kind of liking it, so that's up to you.
Next week.
Shadow in chat says, I can't believe this is the last mission if Mass Effect 2 and everyone is dying because they're assigned to do the wrong thing. I was thinking more Mass Effect 3, so hopefully it's not so bad.
I don't know these references.
Go play Mass Effect.
Have you seen Ender's Game, or read Ender's Game rather?
Yeah.
The first half of the last mission is basically how Ender's Game ends. The enemy's gate is down.
That sounds bad for a lot of people.
It doesn't go well. This is going to be an ugly fight where people die. Not you guys, but you have a lot of cast members you're bringing with you, and they might not all make it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep. So take that as you will.
Hope Stephenson makes it out.
Depends on how close you put him into the fight.
Not.
So the first thing we're going to do next Starfinder episode is you're going to go shopping for mech parts, and I'm going to let you basically tell me.
We also need to figure out about somebody potentially making a return for the final mission.
Oh.
I just did.
Does it begin with B and end with can't roll anything above a 2?
Yes.
Would he even make it onto a ship?
I mean, not if I have to roll to get him to a ship.
Nick, let's chat off screen about that because I'm interested in seeing the return. How we handle it, I've got options.
But the surprise is already gone now.
If you watch the
Can't
after
do
party, that is a nugget for you.
We'll see how it goes.
Does it happen?
Well, everybody gets access to this after party, so yeah.
Yeah, everyone does get access to after party. This is like the one that should have been behind
if
the
they
paywall.
watch the after party,
that's good. You get good stuff during some of the after parties, and some stuff you get more fun.
I mean,
we don't cater all the good material to the ones that
the free people deserve a chance to hear from Patrick.
That's fair. What was I going to say? Yeah, Nick, I want to talk about that off screen. I've got some other shenanigans. The final boss fight will be in like an actual challenge, and I will be honest with you, for the Ender's Game part of the mission and the final fight, I don't care if you die. At that point, it's all fair. Nick, you can have a backup character if we do that with Brawl, but I have ideas for Brawl's return as well. But I'll allow you to choose how it happens.
I don't think I have the Hulk fists anymore.
Did I give those to you, or did you buy them yourself?
You gave them to me.
Okay, I don't have them anymore either.
During the final,
them to me. I am keeping them.
Well, no, I didn't give him to them. I bought them for him.
Yes.
Are we doing that thing where like we go into a room and it's like, oh no, this boss, I'll fight him. You guys go on ahead. And, one person stays and everybody, we keep doing that until the main character is the last one standing, fighting the last guy. And then everybody else comes in and is like, hey, we're here now.
No, only because that's kind of what we did here, and I don't like splitting the party that much. It's kind of antithetical to our name, and also I don't consider any of you shits the main character.
I was mostly just making.
I'm the main character
because I figured that wasn't gonna happen.
Main character's back.
No, this is gonna be more of like a rogues gallery type event where I have to actually go update a bunch of character sheets.
Shadow.
A lot of character sheets.
Don't worry, guys. I got rid of the Jarl Slayer. We're good.
You did. I will have to take stock. You guys haven't left that many enemies behind, but you've left a couple. So it'll basically be a big.
Pitor's back.
No, Pitor's not an enemy. He just hates you.
There's also,
that would be a cool call.
There's also the thing we haven't done anything with that involves Seeker becoming a slave to the enemy.
What?
Black tattoo that controls people.
Oh, I thought
the wrong enemy. So I'll give you the spoilers for that too, because I don't see myself coming back to it. That tattoo will technically be solved in the future by what the Power Force did. Right, Power Force?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The black tattoo isn't governed by. Oh wait, you got that from Schecter?
Yes.
It was the one thing.
Never mind. That'll be a problem later too.
Oh boy. Yep.
It will technically solve itself in the future in the Power Force if it's still an issue at that time.
Didn't we do something with it? I feel like we
found out that it can turn you into a slave.
Yeah.
You don't get it taken care of.
Pretty much.
That might have been it.
You'll need to load up on a lot of willpower drugs.
Yeah. It's not good.
I just so you guys know, the loot you're about to find in here and in, again, assuming everything goes well in the 0 situation, I'm ramping it up. You guys are level what?
9?
Oh, I think we were leveling up after this, though.
Let's level to 10, and I'll tell Chris for it. I want you to think about what you would like your mech to specialize in for combat, and just say what you'd like it to do, and I'll find weapons that do it.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I'll make it work. And the loot levels,
melee.
You're probably looking at level 15 loot in these next 2 areas, and you already have access to 1. So you'll be getting some solid loot just from completing this trap session.
Question for me.
Yes.
My class is only dependent for damage output to my Solarian crystal.
Okay.
So if everybody else is getting loot of level 15,
yes,
my Solarian crystal is still technically only level
10. Would you be able to find a new Solarian crystal and use it?
Well,
fine?
So the Solarian crystal levels up with you. It's not like,
I'll take a look and see if I can find anything. So I was going to do roll tables at level 15, basically, and I was just going to let what it sort itself out. If you can find anything that would be specifically,
I'll see what the closest level is.
Like, well, basically, just find what makes sense for your character. If there's something you'd like to see in this loot, I'm actually pretty willing to make it happen or close, maybe with some drawbacks if I feel like you're being, an ass. Because I want the final fight to feel exciting due to the level that we're bringing to it, and we're not ever going to hit level 15 with these characters. So I'm jumping the loot a bit. I'll be honest with you, level 15 loot isn't that game breaking. What Miller's already rocking is pretty devastating, so I don't feel that bad about it. It doesn't scale that heavy.
So the discrepancy from level 10 Solarian weapons 3d6.
Yeah.
Level 15 is 7d6.
Okay, that's a lot. And
I mean, that would bring them up to normal damage for most of us.
Yeah, that is the other thing, though. Now, question for that: can you find a new crystal and just roll with it, or does the crystal have to level with you?
It does level with you.
Okay, so if you found one, it would be level you.
I can look into it more.
Listen, if you guys want something specific, message it to me. Find it. It can be, if you want to pitch me a theoretical
a physical
item.
manifestation of your stellar power.
Yeah, but I thought that was a focus. I thought the crystal was a focus.
Nope.
Okay. We'll also pitch Chris, because Chris probably already has plans for. Oh, he doesn't have the Slayer anymore. Well, I don't know how far he went like with his planning with Shirket, I guess. We'll figure it out. I'm not overly worried about it. But you guys, if you want, send me things you'd like to find. I'll see if it makes sense to work it in. 2, send me what you would like your mecha to accomplish. Patrick, you currently don't have a mecha. If you would like one, they have an extra in their supply depot. So also think about what weapon you would like, if that would be in your interest. The alternative we were going to do is you were just going to pilot the ship. But if you would like to get out there in the field with a mecha, there's an extra one there.
We'll have to discuss it.
I'm not overly worried about it. You can totally say no and just stick with the Spirit of Shirket, and that's fine.
I feel like getting into a mech might be better, just to make the combat everybody doing the same type of combat.
It would help me with the way the final image is going to look of you guys basically landing, because I don't have. We'll figure it out. I'm really not worried about it. I'll make it work, whatever it is. It does make you a little bit more prone to death. That's the issue, though. That's all. You're a little bit more vulnerable on the mecha than you are on the starship, assuming you guys are able to appropriately protect the starship, which is kind of how I planned it going. I really don't care how it goes. We'll figure it out. Also, level up to level 10 for next Starfinder episode. And I'll let Chris know on the back end, but it is 11:03, so we should wrap up the after party. Nick, do we have someone we're rating?
Sure do.
Sure, set that up.
We're going to be rating Dead Aussie Gamer.
Oh, fantastic. I'm super glad he's streaming. I do very much enjoy rating Michael, so everyone definitely say hi. He's a friend of the channel. I've been on one episode of his things, although he's invited me to more. I just suck. And he's on Australian time. Give me a break. But I love everything he does, so check him out. He's also got a solid YouTube stuff because he does stuff just there too. So check out anything else you find from him. Check his links below his Twitch. And for us, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out for the after party, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.